What's up, people? Shout out to Baldini. Baldini Clothing, Jersey. My sponsor for this live stream. I'll give you some airtime in a minute. Good evening, people. CB, what up? What up, what up, what up, what up? Detrius. Very interesting moniker you got there. What's up, people? Oh, shit. I hope that didn't fuck up my live. He said, what's going on? We gonna get to it in just a minute. He said, welcome home to that man. He earned it. He said, yo, bro, might be time to give Low a pass. Never. Never. Don't come in here blaspheming. Matter of fact, August, you need to go make me one of them old videos. You need to make me one of them old videos. He said he just came home. I know he just came home. I just read an article that was posted on, it might have been Complex Magazine. Hey, August, go make my video, man, with the captions. He was sentenced to 7 years. Man, that wasn't no 7. What the fuck is going on here? That wasn't no Sis Evan. He said, when did we start giving chumps passes? Never. That wasn't no Sis Evan right there, yo. He wasn't down long enough, man. We need answers. Shit ain't adding up. That's good police work. Low better stay in the religious lane. Nah, he about to come back out here and talk some more gangster shit. He been writing gangster raps the whole time he was in WITSEC. He said, your head look like candy bars. That's the glow, man. It's that high pro glow. That's that Louis Gossett Jr. glow. That's from the top. That's from the trifecta. I just came from the Whole Foods, and I got me a pretty boy bag. What do I got? Sour sop bitters. Sea moss gel. Alkaline water. Hold on. There's more. I gotta be on here representing this shit right. Black seed oil. This is what happened with my reefer habit and shit. That's what happened with my weed habit. Blueberries. Dragon fruit. Papaya. That's how we living. So when you're looking at my head and it's glowing and shit, man, you got to understand what I'm putting in my body and shit. You got it? How is that boy out of jail that fast? I bet he was in there telling like a motherfucker. He got a whole CD coming out. He said, I see the G-Shock is back. This is a new one. This is a new one. I'm a G-Shock rocker, man. I'm an athlete, so I need an athletic wear type of watch. Yeah. He said reefer. Damn, ain't heard that in a long time. I'm vintage, man. the lingo. He said you need glasses. It's my head is so radiant, and it's you know it's creating a glare on the screen, so I can't see. You gotta excuse me. I see a lot of people bringing it back, though. That's a good thing to see. My man said I like dried blueberries. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Listen, Dark Low has been released from federal custody. He was sentenced to 7 years. That wasn't no Sis-Evan. Let's say it was good time involved. That wasn't no nickel. This ain't adding up. I think he was released due to him fulfilling the requirements of his agreement with the government. He said, why you saying that with no paperwork? Fuck Dark Low. I don't need no paperwork. He a chump. Fuck him. Motherfuck him. I don't need no goddamn paperwork. Say what the fuck I want. He's a sucker. Fuck him. What you thought? What you thought? He told them people that he be worth more to them on the streets. We ain't gonna never downplay that statement. We ain't gonna never downplay that statement. He told them people he was worth more to them on the streets. What did that sound like? Don't try to sweep that under the rug. Y'all won't sweep it under the rug for nobody else. Salute on that new intro is dope. I had that for a while, man. It's just I've been editing lately. I've been in my editing bag lately. I hope y'all been enjoying the green screen videos and shit. I've been getting busy. Y'all gotta go watch. I'm feeling underappreciated right now, right? Y'all gotta go watch that video I did about the 30th year anniversary of Only Built for Cuban Links. Did y'all see that video, man? The numbers ain't mathing on there, man. I don't think y'all understand exactly what's contained within that video. It's about 18 minutes long, 17 minutes long. That shit is crack. Y'all gotta go watch that joint, man. Don't sleep on that. For real. He definitely said that in the interview, and they spitting back out here. Yeah. He said low wild for that statement. He ain't wild. He's a fink. He's a fink. He's a turncoat. He's a Benedict Arnold. He's a sneech. He made the deal when he was talking for 3 hours with those people. They said, listen, you do a little time so it don't look strange. Bingo. That's when he got out early. That 3-hour interview. Now we see. Why didn't Pooh Shiesty get out this fast? How did he beat Pooh Shiesty home? This is crazy. Your beard look healthy as hell. I'm healthy. That's the trifecta. I can't force it on y'all, man. I can't force it on y'all. I dropped the information. Those who choose to glow like me, you know what I'm saying? Those who choose to grow like me, those who choose to pursue a higher frequency, you're going to follow me on this holistic journey. And that's what happens, man. Everything be growing, man. The circulation, when circulation throughout your body is running fluid, void of impurities, everything be clicking right. Everything be looking right. You know what I'm saying? He said that 3 hours is extra talking. Yeah. They try to downplay that. Leek Moss revealed to us exactly what he did. And he told Leek, Leek told him, he had the documents in his hand, and he said, what do you mean by when you told them people you will be worth more to them on the streets? We need answers. I know when word get back to him that I'm on his ass already, I'm like, damn, I hate that nigga. Damn, man, that nigga won't leave me alone. I ain't leaving your monkey ass alone, nigga. Go to my website and buy the trifecta. I'll leave you alone. That's the only way. Oh, shit. Gully, are you aware of the father that told on his son? I came here to talk to y'all about that briefly. That's a damn shame There's not a vice in the world that you can put on a nigga dick that should make him tell on his son. I got that dude doing something to himself somewhere along the line. I don't think he's gonna live with himself for what he did. When you are by yourself, you hear a little voice in your head. That's your subconscious. It talks to you. And his father served time. They got a picture of his father in prison holding queso. When he was a kid, he was on a visit visiting his father, and he told on him, there's no reason for that. There's no reason for that. If they had something on his father, Pop's supposed to go on and eat that. If there's ever a reason that you gotta eat it, it's your baby. That's for real. I didn't understand that part. I be at odds. I got 2 sons that be in the streets too, both of them in jail. But I would never help put them niggas there. Like, they do a good job getting there on their own. They don't need me to help them. Do you have any advice on mental health, like foods that work with that? Shout out to Red and PA. If you having some mental health problems, I'm not an expert, but I'm an expert on the benefits of physical fitness. Get to the gym, get to the pull-up bar, get somewhere, do you some push-ups, burn some calories, expel some energy. Fitness is proven to work. That's why they allow convicts in the prison system, in the state prison system. I don't know about the feds. In the state prison system, you get 3 yards a day. They put you out there 3 yards a day, and guess what? It can be below zero, and you still got access to the yard. The COs, they got to go out there anyway. If it's 5 people in the yard, it could be 5 motherfuckers in the yard, just 5, decided to go out there in below zero temperatures. Guess what? The COs got to go stand out there with them. But they offer it to people, you know what I'm saying, because you can expel a lot of frustration and, you know, negative energy, man, through exercise. Straight like that. He said, where's your dashiki? I outgrew it. I had one. I got pictures with one on one of it's on my Instagram someplace. You thought you said something slick. What's wrong with a dashiki? I look good in kente cloth and shit like that. I grew up wearing that shit. I was wearing that shit when it wasn't a fashion statement. People used to be laughing at us in that shit. But you know, want to know what happened? In 1988, Heavy D and the boys came out, and they was rocking crowns and kente cloth and shit like that, and all of a sudden, everybody wanted to wear my clothes. Yeah. Can you dig it? I started doing 100 push-ups a day. Totally changed my life. I wish I had my notebook here, and I'm doing 500 a day now. I was on 100, then I went to 120. And I bought a notebook, and I said, I'm going to start writing these sets down. And the first day I did 500 was last week. First time ever in life doing 500 during one exercise period. I did them 20 a clip, just 20 a clip. And I was writing them down, 20, 20, 20. And then I did it, and I said, damn, I could keep going. You know what I'm saying? You almost get like supercharged once you see that you can do it. Visuals is a motherfucker. Once I seen I could do it, I kept going. But you know, you see me and shit. You see how husky I am in this t-shirt. Shout out to Baldini Clothing. This is one of my sponsors and shit. He keep me dipped. Gully, you a 5%er? 100% 5%. Yeah. John Sheely said, can you answer my question? Super chatted. I got you. What's wrong with Johnny Football talking crazy to Gilly saying he gonna smack him? Johnny Football is on drugs. Y'all don't know that? He on drugs. He's been on drugs for some time. He was out of pocket saying that. Gilly on some goofy shit. Did y'all see my wrap-up video where I spoke about Cam Newton and Gilly? Y'all gotta check that out. Don't sleep on my green screen work, man. July 15th, YouTube changed the requirements of the types of videos that we can monetize, and A lot of this shit that you see uploaded, niggas is just doing it for their health. They not making money off of it. But the green screen style content, I hate them niggas on them bikes. I do. I hate them niggas on them bikes. I hate them motherfuckers with them fucking Hellcats too. I don't know why they be doing that shit on them bikes. Them bikes, they body niggas every summer. Motherfucker get killed every summer. Like, they be scraping them niggas off the pavement every summer. Every summer, I swear to God, every summer. Average like five, 6 motherfuckers every summer. They be flying around. And all you gotta do is just get hit one time and you're out of here. He said, I hate that shit now in my underage, in my older age. It's annoying. I hate them bikes. Let me roll my windows up. He said every summer, hell yeah. Carlton said everybody that hate Gully lose in the end. I got staying power. I got staying power. He said, I got one in my neighborhood. I'm with you. I got one in my neighborhood right now. I keep reporting him. I live in Thomasville, Georgia. Good evening, everybody. Yesterday was the 30th year anniversary of Only Built for Cuban Links. I put out a heartfelt video. It's 17 minutes long. It's on this channel. It's the video before this. No, the Quilly Mills diss record is before this. But before that, my green screen video about Only Built for Cuban Links. Y'all got to check that out. We need the link for the video for Only Built for Cuban Links. It's on this channel. It's 2 videos ago. Raekwon is restoring the order. Mass Appeal is restoring the order. That's Nas's record label. He decided to put out a series of projects with veteran artists. He did one with Slick Rick. He did one with Raekwon. Ghostface is up next. Supreme Clientele too. And we expecting great things. For real. Have you seen Dame Dash's latest interview on The Art of Dialogue? I think he's starting to exhibit signs of dementia. You talking about the video where he got that the bandana around his face? Why do he got that bandana around his face? I was gonna upload this video and I said, nah, if you ain't got nothing nice, don't say nothing. But I was gonna upload this video that he posted the other day, and he talks like he's on fucking ecstasy. Like you done been around motherfuckers who be lockjaw off that ecstasy and shit. He talked like he on ecstasy. You know why? He trying to keep his jibs from flying out of his mouth. He put that bandana around his face on the Art of Dialogue interview just in case his fronts flew the fuck out of his mouth and shit. It wouldn't get caught on camera and shit. That's what I believe that was for. There's no other reason for him to have that goddamn bandana across his face like he going to do a hold up. I got X-Clan on this channel, Brother J. Yeah. This has been a great year for hip-hop, rap music, Clips, Raekwon, Gibbs, Benny the Butcher. Not just good singles, whole quality projects. Yeah. Would you ever be on No Jumper? No. No. Absolutely not. No Jumper, no Vlad. No. I'm only doing like one podcast. After I just was on Bag Fuel, several platforms reached out to me. Ain't nothing up. This ain't that. This ain't that. You ain't gonna see me on everybody's platform. You wanna hear me speak? Come here and listen. Yeah. Dark Low is the police. That's the name of this video. Dark Low is a snitch. Dark Low is a snitch. He was sentenced to 7 years. That nigga done got out early. It ain't adding up. That wasn't no 7 and that wasn't no nickel. No. Pooh Shiesty still in jail. Pooh Shiesty had 8. Why Shiesty still in jail in Dark Low Home? This shit ain't adding up. That 3-hour conversation that he had with them people, when he said all Taz does is shoot people in the head, he was compensated for that. Didn't he say that? Didn't he say, man, I don't know why this nigga doing all this shit, man. He just shoot people in the head all day. Didn't he say that? Didn't he say that? Didn't he? That's why he home. That's why he home. Yeah. He says, say it ain't so. It's the truth. It's the truth. If I tell you a duck can pull a truck, go to hook it up. It's the truth. And you know who revealed it to us? Leak Moss. Mossberg. Mossberg blew up the spot. Dark Low told the people, hey, man, I'm worth more to y'all on the streets. What part of being a gangster is that? What? What? You worth more than them on the streets? Y'all better stay clear of that nigga. I'm telling y'all now. That nigga probably wired up on the streets. He said how he walked the penitentiary. They got pics in it. They try to make it like everybody is producing paperwork in the federal system. That's not true. They got pics. If a nigga come through and he's a celebrity, they gonna look the other way. Niggas be wanting to take pictures with them niggas, send pictures home to their people and shit like that. Everybody not producing paperwork. Everybody credentials ain't right. It be rats in population. They say Preacher's an E-man. He's in population. They never went to PC. So the rules don't apply. They just apply to some people. He said, yeah, 3 hours of talking, pop that gate. Only way you leaving the feds is a downward departure. He said he worse than Little Meech. Yeah, he worse than Little Meech. You know why? Because he be running around acting like he's a goddamn gorilla. You ain't no gorilla monkey. You just look like one. You just look like one. I know the word gonna get back. Gully TV was talking about you. Yes. 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 Indie face. Hey, Lo. How are you? I'm still here. I never picked up my dribble. Put on a little weight while you was going. I've been pumping iron. You told them people on Taz. You did. You did. And we ain't gonna let it go. Just so you know that. Ain't no other people might try to keep it quiet. Like the Philly platforms, they not really saying anything, even though Leak Moss revealed it. I'm gonna say something. He said, you really talking about a grown man behind his back like you sold some sort of juvenile? Eat a dick. Same dick I told him to eat. I've been talking about that suck ass nigga. Before we went public, you don't know the history. We had an exchange in the DM. Didn't nobody know about it until he started talking crazy. Then I let everybody know what was said and shit. But didn't nobody know about it. The first encounter we ever had, I told him, I'll beat your dirty ass. Yeah. Ask him. Say, when y'all had that incident in the DM, you and Gully TV, he told you he'll whoop your dirty ass, didn't he? Yeah, I did. I'm bigger and tougher than Low. Ain't nothing he could do about it. Oh, shit. You must be new here, pal. You must be new here. Ain't that a bitch? Yeah. Subscribe to the channel, man. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. I just wanted to come here and let everybody know Dark Low is out of the Bing. They freed him, and he earned it. He did. He said, this is live. How is it behind his back? I don't know, man. If you feel that this is behind his back, send it to him. Play this shit back. Yo. Anyway, Santos and Quilly is having it out. Quilly has yet to respond. I like Santos, man. I like the underdog. I do. And everything that he said in that disc was kind of accurate. I've been following along. I'm a fan of Quilly's music, his content and shit. The shit that Santos said, it did happen. I interviewed Santos on this platform. Quilly followed me on IG. I follow him back. I only met him one time. I met him at the Philly Hip Hop Awards, but hopefully, they just keep it on wax. Daryl Javon, I appreciate the super chat. That's how you set this shit off. That's how you set this off. He said the whole OBH been hating on Gully. No, they haven't. It wasn't the whole OBH. It wasn't. Pretty Flock never got in it. C-Dot never got in it. Vegas, Nevada, he never got in it. He's cool. I respect him. Me and Leak Moss, we had our little thing, but even after that, I posted some of Leak Moss's content that he, his music and shit like that. Leak was actually the first one that I interviewed out of all of them. I respect Leak's pen. I do. He says Santos is like a rabid dog ready to go. I feel him. I'm surprised you associate with rappers. You don't get goofy vibes. Do you follow me on Instagram? Do you follow me on Instagram? Have you seen my history on Instagram? I got a history that played out on Instagram by way of pictures, dating back way when I was a teenager. Everything that these niggas rap about, that's my life. I got the pictures to prove it. I do. I got the furs, the truck jewelry, the bitches, the money. Follow me on IG. This shit ain't made up. I have no reason, zero reason to hold a rapper in a high regard when a lot of the shit that they come out of their mouth be fabricated and shit. I got the proof. You know who don't got the proof? Your favorite rapper. They ain't got the proof. They don't. These niggas were starving in school. He said, Gully, you the only one that stood up against them. I was just speaking my piece. It wasn't a them thing. It was just me and Dark Low for real and shit. Would you put Leak Moss on a PILLMATIC? Absolutely. Absolutely. Mike Lemons, it's gotten big, man. I keep it moisturized. It took me a long time to understand that the hair in your beard and the hair that's on your head is basically the same thing and shit. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't moisturize hair, it's gonna keep on breaking off. It will actually break off. So you gotta keep it moisturized and shit. I got shea butter in it right now. If what they say is real, I wouldn't respect rappers because that means they hate black people. Not all. You got some rappers that be rapping about their life. You got some rappers be rapping about the shit that they saw. They be rapping about their cousin's life. They be rapping about my life. It's the truth. Boom, 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 boom. I think Leak Moss is fire, though. What's good? Seems like Gully TV notifications are getting better. I just signed a deal with this company called Quarter Lab, and they're responsible for the optimization of this channel and shit. And I'm just doing my part. That's why you're seeing all them green screen videos and shit. I'm trying to create a different algorithm to hop in. Yeah. Gully, how did you start your health journey so easily? This shit been hard. I'm gonna tell you what triggered me. It's a documentary called What the Health. What the Health. I seen it on either Netflix or Amazon Prime. Just look it up. What the Health, the documentary. And I watched this documentary and I was scarred. I was like, there's no way I cannot put no more meat in my body. That was the first thing, the meat. It had to go. It had to go. The way that they breed chickens and cows and shit like that. And the way that shit, there's no reason why when meat comes to us, that should be, when you get it out the grocery store, like you get a steak, it's all red looking and shit. That's impossible. If the animal died, right, and then they cut this meat up, right, and then they shipped it to your grocery store in plastic, how the fuck is it still red? Those are preservatives. That they injected that shit with something. They've shown videos that show chickens from the 1980s and chickens now. The chickens that are on farms now are like 3 times the size of chickens from the 1980s. You know why? They be shooting these motherfuckers up. I seen it with my own eyes. They be hitting these motherfuckers with needles and shooting this shit up in them and shit. It almost looked like a chicken getting a BBL and shit. The chicken get all big and swell all up, and you know what they do? They ship it to the grocery store, and you put this shit in your body. It's dangerous. So that started it. It did. He said that documentary will make you never want meat. Very educational. Everybody needs to watch. You know what was most convincing to me about it? The expose was conducted by a white man. He was blowing up the spot. He was talking about meats and shit like that come from the Carolinas. It's really, really bad. Carolina is where all of the tobacco farms is at and shit like that. It's just a mess. You don't want to put that shit in your body. Steroid chicken. There's another documentary called From Farm to the Fridge. Humans are bigger and taller too. That's from some of the growth hormones that they putting in the food and shit. What did quitting weed do for you? I was able to afford to invest my money in other things. I couldn't afford to smoke weed no more. I like weed. I love weed. Weed is good. It smells good. It tastes good. Makes me feel good. I could no longer afford it. I've been off of it for almost 2 years now. I don't got no desire to smoke it. I still be around niggas who be rolling up and shit. So I'm at a space where I can resist the temptation and shit like that. If that sour diesel came back around from like 2008, 2009, that diesel, if that came back, I'd probably smoke it. For real. Supersize Me is the other documentary. Yeah, it was a business decision. How do you feel about Jadakiss being a church boy turned rapper? I got a cousin that's doing 30 years right now for a body. He was a church boy. Niggas that go to church, that don't make you soft or nothing like that. I think the thing that raised eyebrows about Jadakiss was some of the shit that he say on raps. And then his father was like, he did an interview and his father was there, and his father was like, I know that y'all, that street shit that he be talking, but he wasn't struggling or nothing like that. I worked a job. Biggie's mom said the same thing. Biggie says something about living in a one-room shack. Now my mom pimps an act with minks on her back. She was like, we ain't never live in no one-room shack. I was working all my life. Like, so it's other people that be fabricating. Let's just look at it like this. 80% of the music that we have been influenced by and that we love is made up. It's made up. Very few rappers was drug kingpins. Very few rappers was killing motherfuckers, except them Chicago niggas. Very few rappers had any work. It's entertainment. It is. We gotta understand and admit that it's entertainment. For real. Jason said, I got the notifications well late. I'm glad you're here with me. I appreciate you. How many of your family are in prison? All the young niggas in my other son just went to jail the other day, 2 days ago. Yesterday. One of my sons just went to jail yesterday about a shooting. His brother is already in the penitentiary about a shooting, and I got a nephew that's out on bail for drug trafficking, and all of my other nephews is locked up. I got a nephew doing 20 years for a fentanyl body. You know, somebody took the fentanyl, passed the fuck out, and died. He down Camp Hill doing 20 years. His brother just came home. He moved to Atlanta. I think he gonna probably change his life, but everybody else, the ones who don't want to live under my rule, they in the penitentiary. They going to the penitentiary or the cemetery with the niggas that they look up to. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Like the younger niggas, my sons and my nephews and shit like that, they done already did more time than me and my brother combined. And these niggas is in their 20s and shit. They done already lapped us with the time that they done did and shit. And they still doing time. And these niggas think they more thorough than me. Yeah. Seriously. You are prolific in this space and very much needed. Thank you. Word, my nigga just got booked for a body for selling his broad a pill. She kicked the bucket. He said, ain't so your other son? Yeah, he just went to jail. He just shot a motherfucker and shit. And you know what? They got the whole feud off of Facebook. They put that in the news and shit. Yeah, we know you did it. He was booked because of them ring lights and shit like that. They was able to identify him because of surveillance, them ring lights and shit, them cameras. And they went to social media and synced that the guy that he shot, y'all been beefing. Y'all been going back and forth since November. So we got the problem. You know, we know what this shit's about. It's not, these niggas don't listen. His bail 100,000. He's probably down there thinking, damn, I ain't got 100. How am I gonna get the fuck up out of here? My son just got 30. Stay up and out the way. Ring cameras just gave law enforcement rights to all their surveillance. I just moved my boy to a country town 45 minutes outside the city. I don't think him being cultured is worth it. Sorry to hear that. Wish they could they could hear the truth. Listen, right? I'm glad that it was some older niggas around me that I was able to extract good information from. The problem is this. These young niggas now, they don't look up to older niggas. They make raps about it. These OGs didn't do this. They never gave us nothing. Lying. The older niggas this and the they be saying all this crazy shit. We didn't do that. I was astonished at the older niggas around me. Didn't you hear Nas say? Worshiping every word them rope rocking niggas gave me. I was elated when them niggas spoke to me. Niggas in them box Maximas and Benzes and shit, them 9.8 Oldsmobiles, them Cadillacs. Them niggas used to pull up on me and be like, what's up, man? How you doing, man? You still playing ball? They would say that shit in front of people, and the bitches would be looking like, you know them niggas? You know them niggas? Like, yeah, hell yeah, shit. You know what I'm saying? But they're not like that. The ones now, they think they know everything. They bugging the fuck out. So maybe when they get back from doing a prison sentence, they'll want to, come and get $1 million worth of game from a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Give you money for having a good game. Yeah, give you money for having a good game. Give you money for nothing sometimes and shit, man. Give you a $50 bill, tell you to go to the store for them, man. Go buy us a box of blunts. You know what I'm saying? Keep the change. Let you keep change off of 50 and shit. This is the Philly blunt era and shit. I was a shorty. They was smoking them Phillies. Bail your son out, bro. No. I wouldn't bail him out of it. I wouldn't bail him out of his bail was $1. No, you got to hold that. You know what I'm saying? When you're not paying homage to God, you got to hold that. You got to hold that. You got to hold that. And I'm going to tell you something, right? Before he went to jail, I knew he was going. I knew he was going. You know how? You know how? Because I was him before. I was him before. When you young, you ain't got no goddamn discipline. You ain't got no sense. You impressionable and shit like that. You be worried about what people in the streets are saying, how they look at you and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I knew he was going. And sometimes that's the best place for these young niggas. Take your ass to the fucking penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? Penitentiary works. They call it the Department of Corrections. They call it the Department of Corrections. You been said, I ain't going to no visitation and I ain't sending no money. Not a dime. Not a dime. Nope. I ain't sending no packages. I ain't buying no commissary. I ain't going to visit. None of that shit. Else you won't learn. Gotta hold it. I got a nephew dead because he had no respect for niggas who had already done what he was trying to do. Daryl Javon, I appreciate the super chat. These young dudes acting like they're bitter ass mammy. I ain't sending no money. I ain't giving up no money. I ain't paying for no lawyers. I ain't doing none of that shit. And I tell you another thing, right? These young niggas don't even be having no hoes and shit. When I was young and I was getting in trouble, I was going to jail with 10 hoes. I was going to jail with 10 hoes. I ain't bullshit, man. When I was getting booked, I was going to jail with 10 hoes. 10. You know what I'm saying? By the time them hunkies was done with me and shit, I might have one because they all gonna leave you and shit. But I was going in 10 deep. You know what I'm saying? So I had my own money, my own cars and shit, jewelry. You know, when you get locked up, you start selling all your jewelry and shit. Like, I done been through all of that shit. These niggas don't even be having no fucking assets. They don't be having nothing but them goddamn Pooh Shiesty masks and a pistol. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Bugging. I wasn't in. You think I wanted my pops to come see me in jail? Man, if my pops was coming to see me in jail and he didn't, he came to see me one time and he said, I came here today to tell you I ain't never coming back. But my pops should have been taking up a visiting slot from one of my hoes and shit like that. So I wasn't. Nigga in jail ain't trying to see his pops. I'm in the visiting room, man. I'm trying to rub on some ass and tongue kiss a bitch. You know, my pops can't do nothing for me in jail, man. Nigga, you could write or I call you or something like that. You don't got to come down here. My bitch need this slot. I tried to give my little brother the game when he came home. Nigga wasn't free for 90 days and went back. They'll figure it out. They do. It's the Department of Corrections. He said, that's wild funny. It's the truth. I was on man time, man. You know what I mean? I found that sometimes they're safer in prison. It's sad to have said that. It's the truth. Jail is barbaric. Unfortunately, it will teach young men respect for themselves to destroy themselves further. The choice is yours. He said jail is barbaric. The streets is barbaric. The streets is barbaric. These niggas be running around with them goddamn masks on their face with them pistols, man, with drums on them, 30 shots and all of that type of shit. Shooting innocent motherfuckers. Just fucking up society and shit. Like, they call themselves demons and savages and shit. We was pretty boys and shit. We would never refer to ourselves as demons or savages and shit like that. And cover up my face with a mask? You kidding me? This is my money maker. I would never put no goddamn mask over my face. Young motherfuckers be running. No, they ain't trying to holler at no bitch. You cover your face up. The bugging, man. Lock them niggas up. South Jersey, what up? A few pair of jeans, awkward sneakers, and a Glock with a switch. Straight to jail. My pops came to see me on my 21st birthday just to say I told you so. I had to eat that, and I never went back. Y'all want to know when I maxed out of prison? 2004. I've been out of the system 21 years. 21 years. If you wanted to get some advice from a motherfucker, you probably would want to ask a motherfucker like me, yo, how was you able to pull that shit off? And I tell you, but they don't value the information coming from a motherfucker that been through it. These niggas be looking up to their bodies. Both you niggas broke. Is this your king right here? This nigga broke. His daddy a sucker. You know what I'm saying? His mama getting high. And you look up to this nigga over your daddy? Is you crazy? What the fuck is wrong with you? Man, lock this nigga up. That tickle you how when I said that? Zip didn't like that. He said, you be wishing jail on niggas. I do be wanting niggas to go to jail. I do. Get the fuck in that can. Niggas be in the way. Niggas be in the way. They don't need to be out here, man. Get the fuck in the can, yo, where you belong and shit, man. We out here trying to get money. You know what I'm saying? Trying to live right, trying to eat right and shit. You niggas is in the way. Lock these niggas up. On Edible, what up? You speaking all facts. Trenton in the building. Been listening to you for a while and somehow nothing has changed, my guy. I kind of have given up. They just don't get it. They will. You know why? Them prisons is made out of concrete, steel, and mortar. And that shit don't break down until after it take 200 years for them shits, them prisons and shit to start breaking down and erode. And then they go in and they refurbish them and shit. Put some old, concrete up there and everything will be straight for another 200 years. But your body wasn't made to be sleeping on them little ass metal bunks. Your body wasn't made for that. Your body wasn't made to be eating fucking sodium-filled soups and shit every day. You know how dangerous that is? I ain't even know how dangerous that was. Niggas be thinking that it's a flex going to the commissary buying 30 honey buns. 30 honey buns. It's 30 cases of cancer. You going to buy 30 honey buns, 15 Snickers, you just upped your diabetes rate. You know what I mean? You trying to kill yourself. When I was booked, they used to give us, I think, one piece of fresh fruit a week. An orange at breakfast. And it was a Jamaican on my block named Rambo. All the niggas, all the Americans, myself included, we would get them oranges and we'd be walking out the fucking chow hall and everybody passing their oranges to Rambo, because Rambo eat oranges. We don't know that this Jamaican nigga is in tune with fucking nature and vitamin C and trying to preserve his life, that he's eating all of the American niggas' oranges. And we just giving it to him. Ain't got no goddamn sense. The only specimen of vitamin C, fresh fruit, we not even eating this shit. We giving it away. Lost. I was a lost nigga before. You got to change all your friends when you get out. They're not there for me when I was inside. 6 pieces of bread every meal. You seen Hatchet, something about to tell their family story. I met him before. We talked on the phone, but I didn't know. It's sad that they won't listen to you. You got the tangible evidence to show them, and the back end, they just slow. I ain't trying to convince nobody, man. God ain't gonna try to convince you. He's not. Life will whoop your ass. I enjoyed my visit to Philly. Y'all seem real for such a big city. Don't let the feminine New York shit leak over too much. I ain't from Philly, pimp. Sad thing is there was more money, more exotic firearms, more drugs, way more death, and these young niggas tried to catch up to an era that was already over. Keep doing the wrap-ups you did for the purple tape. It was fire. I had to run back Knowledge God like 3 times today. That's what's up. Subscribe to the channel. He who has ears, let him listen. That's why I love your story, pimp. Ain't nothing to hide. I've been there since 2018. I know. I'm still working on my offhand, you dig? Keep up the good work. These young niggas come from State Road, come home eating Chi-Cheese and shit. Yeah, be eating them on the streets. I enjoy a good chi-chi. One of my homie made one. He made one about a few months back. He told me he made a nice one, and he had the fucking the bagels. And he was putting it on the bagel bread. He hit me up on FaceTime. He said, "Man, you want one of these, John?" I said, "Hell yeah!" I pulled up on him and I knocked that joint straight down. Sometimes the only thing that'll fill you up is a chi-chi. That's why them niggas be eating that shit. If you ain't got no money, you know that chi-chi gonna fill your ass up for the low $7 and shit. You be straight. You still ball. I've been in the gym lately, man. They call them swoles in Virginia. I call them diabetes now. Diabetes. Diabetes. It's sodium in them joints. All of them fucking spices and shit like that. That's all sodium, man. Like, it's not good for you. You get high blood pressure from that shit. I saw what you did with the Ghostface intro. Bring back the DVD era. Thank you. Brandon Levy. Salute to the dribble. Thank you for your super chat. Dark Low is fresh out of prison. He told on some folks to get out here. Dark Low got out. He was sentenced to 7 years. I just read this shit for myself. I wanted to confirm it before I got on here. He was sentenced to 7 years. It ain't been no goddamn 7 years. It ain't even been 5. What is he doing out here? It's that 3-hour conversation he had with the laws. 3-hour conversation. He said, "Hey, yo, somebody supported you when you were a knucklehead. Return the favor." My nigga, I was in jail getting money. Didn't I just tell you that I went to jail, man? I would have 10 girlfriends. I'm in jail. Motherfuckers paying me to play basketball, paying me to be on a summer league team in a basketball. I'm getting paid to play basketball. I'm selling all kind of shit, man. I got magazines. I'm renting magazines. I got all the Source, all the XXL and shit. I'm a hustler, man. Books, the underground, what was that? The autobiography of DMX. I used to rent that joint out. I had all kind of books. These young motherfuckers don't know how to hustle. I'm sending money out to the streets, man, paying for bitches' hairdos and shit so they can come see me. Bitch, when you get here, you better be the flyest motherfucker in the visitor room. You gotta make me look good. Paying for bitches' hair and nails from jail and shit, sending out checks. You know what I'm saying? So who the fuck supported me? Do you know I came home with a book deal? I was in jail. I was in Source magazine selling books from jail. I was in jail. You know what I'm saying? So what the fuck are you talking about, my nigga? It's a difference. It's a difference. Dark little health so bad he wouldn't have made it in there. I believe he told. They don't know how to hustle. This is the begging, stealing, scammer era. This nigga talking about somebody supported me. Man, I was getting money in jail. Tell you a story. This is a true story. It's a true story. When I was maxing out in 2004, my last 9 months, I'm lifting weights, I'm playing basketball, I'm dunking on niggas. One morning, it was sale clean, and this Puerto Rican nigga, I can't remember his name. They ended up beating his ass too, but the nigga who turned me on, forget his name. This Puerto Rican came to my cell and he got like, you need the mop, you need the toilet brush, like them niggas that pass out the shit, right? So he passing me the mop, the cleaning supplies and shit. He said, "Hey, yo." He said, "Yo, man, you got a nice ass hoop game and shit. I be checking you out, man. You popular and shit, like you popping and shit, man." He said, "Yo, you smoke weed?" I was like, "You know I smoke." Like he didn't seen us out in the yard blowing and shit. "You know I smoke." He said, "Yo, man." He said, "You want to make some money?" He said, "You want to make some money?" I'm like, "Doing what?" He was like, "I got the weed." I'm like, "Word?" So I'm like, "Yeah." I'm saying to myself, I'm gonna get whatever weed that he got, and I had money at the time. Whatever weed he got, I'm gonna just sell it, and I'm gonna smoke the rest and just pay the bill. Like I said, I was maxing out and shit, right? I'm thinking he about to come bring me like an eighth or some shit like that. An eighth is a package that you could break down and get some money, right? I thought he was about to bring me an eighth or some shit like that, or a quarter or some shit. Eighth quarter. That's what I thought. This motherfucker came and brought me 2 ounces. They were big as a motherfucker. It was mid too. 2 ounces. They was big as a motherfucker. Like, man, what the fuck? I couldn't believe they was getting all this goddamn weed in jail. I said to myself, there's no way you brought this into the visiting room. You know what I'm saying? That right then and there, I knew the Puerto Rican people stuck together. One of these Puerto Rican COs brought this shit in here for you. It was too much. It was too much. I couldn't believe this motherfucker had all this weed, right? So boom. I was so scared. Right? I took it to my man T Pace. He was on the top tier. I went to his cell. I'm like, yo. I'm like, Pace. He like, what's up? I'm like, yo, man, I need you to bag up this weed. He like, all right, give it to me. Man, I gave that shit to him. He was like, man, where you get that from? He like, where the fuck did you get that from? I'm like, man, the Rican niggas done put me on and shit, right? I didn't even know who the Nietas was, this organization. I didn't even know who they was, right? But they watching me play ball in the yard. They know that I'm popular. I'm popping in the jail and shit. Boom. You get chose to run tickets the same way. Them niggas that got tickets in the jail, they see you popping, they'll cut into you. They cut into me. I took it to my man Pace. Told him to bag it up. Right? Boom. He bagged it all up. Little ass bags like this big and shit. So I'm pumping like a motherfucker. We blowing it down. We getting blazed. There's nothing like smoking weed in front of the police. And what I mean by that is we be in the yard, right? And we walking the track smoking, and it's police situated all through the yard. And we just walking by him like one nigga have a cigar, black and mild. So he blowing the black and mild and shit. And the rest of us, we passing the weed back and forth and shit. And we walking past the fucking police. We kikiing and laughing and shit like, cause they don't got a clue that we blaze like a motherfucker, right? Straight up. I'm talking about, this is like the highest I ever been, and you wouldn't believe the little amount that when your system is clean, the little bit of amount that could get you high. We smoking pen joints, blowing them down, smoking them back to back. Boom, right? So I'm pumping like a motherfucker, man. I'm buying sneakers, I'm sending sneaks home and shit. Like I said, I was about to max out and shit. I'm balling like a motherfucker. I'm getting it in. The dude that put me on, they found out that he was a rat. I came to the block one day and they was whooping him with a fucking the cable cord that go to the back of the cable TVs in the state prisons in Pennsylvania and shit. They took the cable cord out and they put locks on it. And they was whooping his ass. He was a rat, right? So after they whooped him, sent him up off the block. I never seen him again. This little nigga named V-Dot from Connecticut came to me. He was the leader of the Nietas. I used to play ball with him and shit. He stepped to me like, yo. I'm like, what's up? He was like, yo, man, I know that you old homeboy. I already know what the deal. I know that you had a little bill with homeboy. He was like, keep that shit. Fuck that, right? You know, he a rat. I don't give a fuck. Keep it, right? We got something else you can make some real money with. What you talking about? Dope. I'm like, dope. He like heroin. I'm like, what? Man, I don't want no goddamn heroin. Is you crazy? I'm putting this weed, I'm boofing this weed at night. Cause they will come and rage and sell throughout the night. Putting this shit in balloons and shit, I'm boofing it at night. I'm sleeping with it in me and shit, right? I'm like, man, I don't want no goddamn heroin. Is you crazy? Where the fuck I'm gonna put that shit at, man? Don't that shit kill people? They laughing like a motherfucker. They laughing like a motherfucker. I'm like, no, I don't want nothing to do with that shit. And I ended up going ahead and maxing out. But that's the end of my story about getting money in jail and shit. I was chosen by some Ricans and shit. Them Ricans be having it like a motherfucker. And that's my story. So you talk about some people supporting me. Nah, man, I was getting money, man. I was getting money like a motherfucker up Albion, yo. This is in 2002, 2003, 2000. This like, no, 2003, because I was on my way home. I got out on '04 and shit. Ask the niggas from Philly that was up there with me. They gonna say, yeah, Mel and them had it. They had it. They had it. I used to come to the yard, all types of dangerous motherfuckers walking up on me. Yo. The thing about weed is that when a motherfucker using dope, they gotta kind of have a look. They kind of have a specific look. Niggas that smoke weed, motherfuckers from all walks of life. I was serving motherfuckers in the church. Old white men. I'm talking about old white men, nerds, everybody, man. The news get around it. The motherfucker said, yo, man, I done been doing time with this motherfucker for years. This motherfucker ain't never said a word to me. Come to the yard, this motherfucker roll up on me. Yo, you got that? I'm like, yeah, what's up? Man, I need this and this and this and that, man. I need X amount of packs. I'll be right back. Motherfucker, go get the packs. Listen to this guy's story and make a choice for yourself. He teaching for real and the results of what the outcome is. I respect how you tell your story. You never glorifying anything. Nah, that's what was going on. When you in prison, you want to find a way to sustain a living. You don't want to be a burden to your folks and shit. Not only that, I had a sneaker habit and shit. They had a East Bay Magazine and JL Marcus was the two, and Hollenberg. These are the three magazines that you can order sneakers from. Man, I had so many sneakers in the pen, man. I had sneakers in other niggas' cells and everything. Like, if you didn't have no sneakers, my sneaks would be in your cell and shit. Cause you only allowed to have 3 pair of sneaks, 3 pair of Timbs, 3 pair of sneaks, 3 pair of boots. The lot, my cell was sneakers all under my bed. Nigga down the hall got 2 pair of sneaks of mine. Nigga downstairs got 2 pair of sneaks. You know what I'm saying? He said East Bay. Hell yeah. I'm more impressed by this though. I seen the green screen with the background music. That's yours. I see your ascension from that to use now. I'm a computer whiz now. I do all that editing myself. I do. He said I couldn't wait for the catalog. I had all the Reebok rafters. Reebok was popping at the time. I had the 574 and New Balance. I had 996s. I had all type of Chukka Timbs. I had Nautica boots. He said East Bay was the shit. I had to have it. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. Super chatters, I appreciate y'all. This is my testimony for the night. Dirk Lowe's a fink. Dirk Lowe's a snitch. He told them people the Taz are shooting people in the head. I don't want y'all to ever forget that because he about to get online and start acting like he like that again. But he's a fink. They might have known each other or cooperated with each other, but they two completely different worlds. Nietas was never a chapter. It's an association recognized by the Puerto Rican Constitution, not a chapter. I don't remember it being no Latin Kings at Albion all like that, but the Nietas was up there. I found out who they was. I used to play ball with this little Rican nigga named V-Dot. He was a cool little nigga. He used to hoop. Puerto Rican niggas, they be hooping in jail too and shit. I was walking around the track one day, me and a few niggas, we smoking and shit, and they was having like a prayer ceremony, and V-Dot was in front, like Farrakhan. He had 2 niggas standing side by side, I'm like bodyguards and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? He like, they having a prayer ceremony. They was I don't know whether they was doing some type of ceremony for the Nietas and shit. So when I got back to the block, I asked V-Dot, I said, yo man, all them niggas follow you? He started laughing and shit. He started laughing like a motherfucker. I'm like, man, I can't believe this shit. This nigga was the nicest guy, man. We used to hoop together and everything, man. Come to find out, this little motherfucker was a tyrant. He was a tyrant. All these grown motherfuckers are scared of him. This nigga was little motherfucker, man. Like maybe like 5'2", 5'3", or some shit. Little. Calling shots like a motherfucker. He said they be Catholics. Yeah, they was doing some type of... They had the rosary beads and shit. They was doing it right in the yard. I heard a lot of fights come from shooting ball in prison. Yeah and no. No, because once, especially the night yard, the basketball court is already spoken for. The whole jail know who going on that court at night. The main event niggas, the nicest niggas in the jail is the niggas that's going to be on that court at night. And we're going to play the whole summer. Every night, it's going to be the same 10 niggas on the court playing against each other. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the same group of niggas on the court, and nobody's going to contest it. If we get out there and somebody already running, once all of us get out there, once the whole prison has been released to the yard, they going to stop their game and get off the court. Because we out there, they know this is what these niggas do and shit. They the best. They probably betting, like, get off the court, let them niggas do their thing and shit. And for the most part, we will have, you know, pushing, near fights. Sometimes a fight might occur, but niggas gonna be back out there playing again the next night. Like, and this is how niggas do their time. So if you doing time with a nigga and playing basketball is your bit, you're not gonna try to hurt him. If he come into the hole, you're not trying to hurt nobody. You're not fouling no nigga flagrantly and shit. Like, we comrades. Like, you from another city, we playing against each other all the time. A level of respect develops and shit. Like, you know, motherfucker get knocked to the ground, we pick him up, you know, help him up, shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, check ball and shit. Like, because this is what we do. This is how we pass the time. But nah, like, it's been times where, you know, motherfuckers was about to fight and shit. Niggas be like, yo, man, chill. Y'all fucking up the game. Like, y'all fucking up rec. Y'all can fight when y'all get back to the block. Like, we about to finish this game. Did you ever hoop in any DC legends? Nope, but I know Wiz, Greg Jones. I know I talked to Charles Smith on the phone before from Georgetown. I know Greg Jones. I interviewed him. Wiz. I interviewed Steve Francis on his platform. Mike Gill, payroll. That's my man. He from DC. You make more comrades on the court than enemies. Yeah, the guys that you be hooping with, y'all get real tight and shit. He said, is Ray Zealous Gully TV? Yeah, Ray down with me and shit. He had his own situation I had situated for him in Pittsburgh, but he didn't stand on it. I was shocked when I seen killers calling foul in prison. I never did, though. It's sports, man. It's basketball, man. Hip-hop, sports, and fashion. That's what I do here at Gully TV. I've been here long enough. I appreciate y'all for coming through. Super chatters, I appreciate you. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get the notifications. And go watch my interview I did about the 30th year anniversary of Only Built for Cuban Links. It's fire. Who is your next big interview? It's a surprise. I gotta go. Peace.